Hello, hello, hello. We are back. We, me, I. A little bit more Skyrim. I'm trying to think. Yesterday what did we do? We killed Mercer Frey, became Nightingales, killed Mercer Frey, got appointed head of the Thieves Guild. What else did we do? Oh, we've got this skeleton key that can kind of unlock any lock and unlock your inner potential and powers and stuff. And we've got to go return it. We've got to take that back to Nocturnal, to the new Daedric prince that we serve. So that's what we're going to do. So let me get wrapped up in this headset and we'll crack on. Okay. Excuse me. Still going over my man flu a bit. Session pretty well. And I'm going to want that so I can hear. Okay. And I'm going to want controls. Let's just move my mouse keyboard out the way a little bit. Get controls the right way around. Okay. Right. Let's sort my stuff out. Make sure we are wearing our Nightingale armour. We are. Very nice. And is our sword charged? This thing seems to... yeah, it is. Nice. Seems to eat charge, but it looks so cool. That is pretty awesome, being able to just check out the weapons in such detail. Okay. I actually have no idea where we're going. Where are we going? The Twilight Sepulchre. Okay, show a map, please. Hey. Oh. Okay, it must mean the Nightingale Hall. Yes, Nightingale Hall is where we'd been to, so... So Falkreath is pretty much the closest place. Okay, we will fast travel there. Okay, we won't fast travel there. Oh. Shit. I'll get rid of a marker. Damn it. That's where I am. That's where I want to go. skeleton stones. It's just going to be quicker going from there or from there. That looks like it's going to be probably easier. And we can also go and discover Falkreath at the same time. Yes, please. Let's move myself back so I don't try not to wall up the desk too much. It's still in frame. I am, which is nice. That's better. Just going to move my keyboard back a bit so I can try not to wall up it. Oh, this is the first bit the first stones we came to. Is he going to give us grief? Don't know. Can we get round here somewhere? This road's got to go somewhere. Signpost. Ever handy. Falkreath, this way. This is a fallen tree. This guy banging rocks. Don't think he's going to trouble us. So where's that? That's back to Helgen. We don't want to go to Helgen. I guess we've got to go up round this way somehow. Because that literally just takes us back to Helgen. In fact, look good that is. See if we can head cross country. Oh, didn't really want to take anything there. So what, did the wolves get these guys? Or did something else? Let's hope it was wolves. This looks like it's going to be taking us in roughly the right direction. Yeah, little fox. Didn't seem that bad a time to get lost to me. Bad time for you to find someone getting lost. Where's the other one? There he is. Potion of minor healing. There's really nothing else here. But if that was your some haul, guys, that really wasn't worth dying for. I saw something big and flapping up in the sky there. Maybe it's just trees. Another place on the map. Ah. I need about bear pelt. I think I've got 2 back home, so that gives me 3. Yeah, I think I will.
Is what you want, huh? That's all you've got.
These bandits are not very good. I'll have your arrows. Don't want your bow. I've got better. In a hunting bow. It's a very elaborate bandit setup. I was wondering what triggered it, but I don't really know what did. Is there any pressure plates or any tripwires? Maybe it's just magic. It's quite strolling through the woods at night. Still probably maybe better on this path. Okay, I got that completely wrong. What a surprise. I went the wrong way. Who'd have thunk it? Ruins up there. Get those marked on the map. Let's go stealthy. Spriggan. Taproot. Chest. Ready? Check my that's better. Thought my sound had gone a little funky, a little quiet, and it had. I half pulled the headphone jack out, which sucked a bit. Let's just put the desktop audio up a bit. Okay, now let's head back up to Forkreath, or whatever it's called. And this time we'll go the right way. More ruins up there.
Did you see a dog out there?
No, wolves.
Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
Roger that, boss.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
They are.
Vampire hunters or something.
It's supposed to be a secret organisation. They haven't done a very good job. Why do you want a dog? You can have a goat instead. Now... Oh, that's probably the other path. Oh. Check the map, where are we? We are there, and we want to go there. So, I go either round or through that valley. I expect the road will take us along here and come up that way. That would be my guess. go up here. Seems to be taking me in roughly the right direction. Seems to be taking me roughly right. So let's see where it takes us. Probably just to this ruin, which is probably inhabited by someone or other. Oh, wrong button. I wanted to sneak that one. That's right. I'm sneaking here in, out in the open. Nothing to see. Okay, so that path only did go there. Looks to be the right direction. Weapons, we will go for it's almost fully charged. Potion time. No, potion. Just fire, that would be nice. Those. Got you here, bugger. Give me your soul. Go here. Okay. This looks somewhat, disturbing. Yeah. Right, let's move away from human sacrifices. Go do what we can. But random people in the woods. So where are we going? Straight on. See some trees. Oh, some ruins. Found it. Yep, that looks like Nocturnal's simple thing. Hello, Foxy. Let's just have a quick drink before I can unplug that thing now. Before I venture in. Excuse me. Right. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's go for a quick save. Yeah, it's a nice spot though. Nice and quiet. It's babbling brook, little waterfall. Yeah, nicely landscaped. Nightingale Sentinel. I guess that's him. Or her. Hello.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you?
I'm new. It's my first day.
The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity.
What happened?
We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here.
Why?
I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key.
Are you Gallus? Ah, there you go.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me?
I have
The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again.
You're welcome.
And Mercer Frey?
Kinda dead.
Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain.
You're gonna ask about Carlisle?
I owe you a great deal, Nightingale.
No, go on.
That's quite a noble sentiment for someone in our, well, in your line of work. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone.
I didn't.
Carlisle? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal.
Nope, she's tough. Oh, you're on the key?
Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying.
Yeah.
The sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her.
So I have to go alone.
I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key.
Okay.
With the Ebonmere closed, and their sudden severance from the realm of Everglow, I fear they've undergone a drastic change. They're shadows of their former selves. They no longer remember their true purpose or their original identities.
Why not you?
My spirit didn't manifest itself in the sepulchre immediately. So, fortunately, I wasn't present when the Ebonmere was sealed. However, ever since that day, I've felt my power waning, slowly draining away.
That sucks. So, what am I going to face?
I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help?
Retrieve Maestrom's journal, okay. How does the Ebonmere affect us?
The Ebonmere is a conduit through which Nocturnal influences our world. Not through magic or blessings, but purely through luck. Yes, absolutely. Your skill is your own. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise.
But you always need some luck.
But Nocturnal, she influences our luck. Nearly imperceptible assistance we get when we ply our trade.
How's that changing things?
Think about the guild, about the state it was in when you began. Think about all the little things you might have heard. A pick breaking when it shouldn't have. The clouds in the nighttime sky clearing at the wrong moment. Our access to those bits of luck are what separates us from common bandits.
So our luck's been good bad.
Precisely. There are a few who still call Nocturnal Lady Luck, and for good reason.
And I think I've asked that.
Whatever is affecting the Nightingale Sentinels is starting to affect me too. As I get closer to the Ebonmere, I begin to feel myself slipping away. Even right this moment, I feel strange, when I don't think I should be feeling anything at all.
Okay.
Good luck, Nightingale.
Right. Nothing up here. Shows there are chests tucked over in the corners. Right. Now I've done all that, let's have a quick save so we don't have to listen to that again. I don't really know if I should be sneaking or not.
Does someone live among the dead?
I should be sneaking.
Nothing, nothing.
Oops. That looks like it could be a secret door.
Does someone live among the dead? I sense a death comes for you now.
Oh. Wrong damn sword. We should charge that whilst we're at it. Soul gem.
Nothing, nothing.
Surely these books are actually going to be very useful. Giving us anything. Again, that looks like a door. So I reckon this is probably the room we're going to end up coming out in. Is that? I said that looked like a door. Healing. Nothing else there, I think. That's useful. Nice little secret found, so let's have it. Oops. One button. Quick save. Let's go sneaky again.
I sense death comes for you now.
Ah, there you go. That kind of sucks. I mean, we've been wearing the same armor, love. It shouldn't be that hard to recognise. But he did say you were going a bit nuts. So I guess we've got to go this way. Let's not tread on that. Yeah, look.
Does someone live among the dead?
It's toasty time. Give me my sword. Alright. Eye out for any more traps and pressure plates. What the heck? sticking to the shadows. There's a body. The heck? But I stayed in the shadows. So I'd stay in the shadows then. Fine. I guess I'm supposed to stay in the shadows. It seems to be the general way of it. Straight up the middle. Now a cheeky save. Well, anything really. Undead, more nightingale, ghosts, tripwires, pressure plates, pads, whatever you want to call them. There's a ring there and one there. So good. I was expecting some kind of trap there when I pulled those chains, but unlikely. It's nice to have a lockpick that doesn't break. So this bypasses those axes, I'm guessing. Sanctum, so is there anything here I should...
More than fools. No one hides.
Okay, that's 2 down. I need to find there's absolutely nothing here and I didn't really need to kill them. But anyway. Ooh, book. Ruin book. Someone's tried to make that kind of cozy. No, damn it. I didn't want that. Who the hell wants a leading ramp? Look at how heavy it is. Increased. Really want a goblet or a crab on a board. Nothing there. Oh, sparrows. See anything else worth thieving from in here. That book alone was worth coming in. Increase my lockpick skills just a little bit. Let's get back to sneaking. pressure pad, look, there's the dart holes all over. Okay, made it to the inner sanctum. We're close to leveling up. Check the charge on my sword. Let's recharge it again. In a sanctum, I can't be expecting a lot of traps or protection. No? Not sure about that, but it's a quick saves to fall. Geronimo! And this message. Oh, don't want to read it. Taking the members. Yeah, okay. It's items. Is it? That's probably under books, I'm guessing. Read. I can't believe it. I came all this way, solved all of these ridiculous riddles, just to end up here. After I memorized Nystron's clues he collected from Lithius, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone comes by soon. I'm getting hungry. Ah, terrific. Oh.
My. What do we have here?
Quite a fine backside.
It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track.
You know, for a god, she's
So,
pretty good.
once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek.
Oh, you know.
What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement.
Fair enough.
Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter.
You're welcome.
But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Evergloam. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it that he stays this time, won't you?
Oh, Carlisle.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
Really?
I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content.
Fair enough.
I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
What's this about becoming an agent?
The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulchre in order to defend it.
And you?
The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Or perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known.
Sounds
There
good.
are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Okay, what's the agent of subterfuge?
The agent of subterfuge utilizes shadow to cloud the judgment of those around him. By weaving the darkness to their will, this agent can manipulate others into fighting for the Nightingale for a limited time.
And strife?
This agent of strife can send forth a tendril of pure darkness into the heart of another, causing great injury to them. At the same time, this tether will bolster the agent's own life force, making him stronger.
And stealth.
The agent of stealth is the master of remaining unseen. They are able to manipulate the darkness and use it to their advantage. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible.
I like the sound of that.
Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Carlisle?
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this Nightingale,
Hello.
your fears would have come true. He honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlisle.
Nice. So now we're super stealthy. Priest of Boethia. Okay. Let's mark off. We're over there. So it's Dragon Bridge. I guess that's going to be closest. Perhaps you can come up there to there. Oh, of course he's been captured, hasn't he? So we've got to go and rescue him. We should be able to do that. Oh, actually. I should go and actually go to Whiterun and dump a load of the stuff I'm carrying. Let's do that. Free up some. Free up some weight. Let's have a quick drink. All right. Yeah, that was a lovely day in Whiterun.
You call yourself a wizard? I challenge you to a duel.
What?
I won't take no for an answer. You're cheating! I thought you were a wizard. Hit me! I thought you were a wizard.
That was odd. Hello.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
I'm actually looking to buy. I'm looking to sell. And select 15 points of health. Ooh. My lighting. By depleting. So that. So Soul Stairs does 8 damage. Dagger of Embers. Okay, have I got anything here? Oh yeah. Nice.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Let's see if they got some more money in the shop.
Welcome to War Maiden. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I would hope so, as it's kind of like a weapon shop. Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Good doing business with you.
That's a nice bit of money made. Weight shifted. Come on, what's this? You eating again? That's all she does. Apprentice search, we can sell that. Anything else here we don't need? Oh, bear pelt. Those are kind of heavy, you can store that. Left eye of the farmer, that's heavy. So I guess I must have to give that back to the guild then. 223 up. Okay. Health's increased. Try selling some stuff to that old crook Bellathor. Get rid of some of that jewelry stuff.
Come to chat with an old woman?
No, I
Do
haven't.
your good deed.
That's why I walked straight straight past you.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me... Everything's... Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
What? Can't afford that one. Nice.
Do come back.
He always sounds so sarcastic when he says that. Why the hell aren't I wearing the boots? Hey dude, you can have these for free. Because I don't want them. How the hell I picked up just some random boots? Return the eye of the farmer to Delvin. Okay, let's do that, and then we are done with. Or at least we should be done. Where the hell are we? Riften, over here. Do that, then we should definitely be done with Thieves Guild missions, I think. A quick swig of drink. How are we looking? Nice. Not dropping any frames.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Not so much. I'll just lead with the Thieves Guild.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Come on. That should be the final bit of the Thieves Guild stuff. That seemed odd.
It's good to see you in one piece, lad.
Yeah.
It's good to see you in one piece, lad. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done.
You're very welcome.
The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key?
It's been returned.
That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that.
Things are on the up.
I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend.
That's right. Get to work. Go on, bugger off.
I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
Hell yeah. Delvin, the geezer.
Ready for some work, or are you just gonna wander around all day?
Shut up. Biggest heist ever. Thank you.
Looking for work?
No. I've got this.
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty.
Really?
If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort.
This better be more
By
than
the eight,
gold.
you actually got your hands on it. This alone is worth more than some thieves earn in a lifetime.
1,200. Hell yeah.
There's plenty more work for the likes of you.
I'm sure there
Ready
is.
for some work, or are you just gonna wander around all day?
I'm just going to wander around all day because I'm the boss. That's what I get to do. I should be telling her rather sitting around drinking all day. Get out there, go. Do some thieving.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Okay. Right, now... we're going to go find this guy. Short whip. Right, so Dragon Bridge. See if we can get our hands on the Mace of Murloc Wall. Oh gosh, Gorath. Okay.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn.
Yeah, you're probably not. Yeah, I need to break it to you, but probably not. No. I hate swimming. At least I know how to do it now. Oh gosh. Okay, so how the heck am I supposed to get over there? Try heading this way and see if I can cross further up. It's not looking particularly likely. Skyrim climbing. Gotta love it. Whether that's gonna help me at all. Who the heck knows? See if I can get across. Okay, that worked. somewhat wary of bears, who tend to be kind of hard. Holy crap. That was awesome. I think that's 4 of the 10 bear pelts now. And the other wall. Interest in there. Why detective eye? Is my sword charged? Yep. You weren't wrong. This did end now. Oh, dragon. Weapon. Let's equip it. Let's charge it. We got him. Your soul is mine. That looks so cool. Okay, nice. Right, now where the heck am I actually going? Here. So I guess it's in this compound here that he's being held. Oop, bit of a graphical glitch there. See, around, there's no one here. Oh, except the person up there. Ray. Got nothing that's actually really worth anything. Hello.
You there? Are you here to kill me? Slay the mighty Lowgrove while he sits tied and helpless?
No.
Rescue? No one knew where I was when I was taken. Who sent you? The Dark Mistress sent you? Ha! Now tell me the one about the troll who gives gifts to good little boys and girls.
Fine.
You? A servant of the King of Corruption? Has the beast's standards fallen so far? Tell me another one.
I'll just stay here and die then.
Fine. I won't ask questions. Cut me loose.
I rescue you, I free you, and I pay you.
Oh, freedom. Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to.
Well, I lied to you, I told you the truth, and then I set you free. Your funeral, Pally. Mark off, please. Fast travel for a quick drink. Tell the guy the truth. He doesn't believe you.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
Do I? Then we will take one of these just in case.
Here's beef in the reach.
first time I played back on PS3, I caught vampirism without realising it.
Paul, you think you can best Boethius faithful? I have won this contest before.
Ah, but I have my own champion this time, Logrolf.
What? You?
Mortal, I give you my mace in all its rusted spitefulness. Crush the spirit from Logrolf's bones. Make him bend to me.
Weapons.
I will bend. Hey! I'll never...
You mortals and your frail, limp, pathetic bodies. Try it again.
I won't surrender. Never should have come here. I won't surrender. I won't surrender. No more. No more. I submit, Molag Bal. I submit.
You bend to me?
Yes.
You pledge your soul to me?
Yes.
You forsake the weak and pitiful Boethia?
Yes.
You're mine now, Logrolf. Kill him.
No. Again. No. Not again. Oh.
The mace of Molag Bal. I give you its true power, mortal. When your enemies lie broken and bloody before you, know that I will be watching.
Okay.
Now, I have a soul in oblivion that needs claiming. Take care of the house while I'm gone.
Yeah. I can sell them. He doesn't need them. Right, what does that actually... 27. Much magic damage. Okay. It's hardly subtle, but hey, who am I to complain? I don't know if Nocturnal would be best pleased. I did search for this before, didn't I? Nothing there is particularly interesting. Meet him at Triumph Talus. Okay. Plus it's in the city. That's easy.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
Okay.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth.
Yes, I know.
You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city.
Huh?
A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
And you want to know
This
why?
has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please. You find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
Okay, what do you know?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver Blood Inn.
So, who was Waylon?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
And the Forsworn?
They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people.
So you've looked into this?
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way.
Congrats.
I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why.
Okay.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
Okay. May as well get a blessing while I'm here. That's a shrine, no rich stuff, eh? Never mind.
The city's got eyes. Be careful when you're out there.
Okay. Well, I've got the key to Margaret's room. So let's go and check that out.
Outsiders.
Bloodiest beef
What
in the
am I
Reach.
supposed to do? Never leave the house? You want that ending?
Wait, I know you. That's fine.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Thank you.
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our guests. Now you just tell me if you need something.
I guess Margaret's room must be the closed one.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side.
That would be nice. Certainly don't want a wooden bowl.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the drag.
A journal. Meeting at the Treasury House later today. Took them long enough. These people act like they own everything. Thona Silverblood is the younger brother, but he's obviously the one in charge, makes all the deals. Bullies local landowners into selling to him, even employs that wispy girl at the door to deter troublemakers like me. General Tullius is growing impatient, but I'll bring back the deed to Sidnera mine. On my life, I won't allow a group of Stormcloak sympathisers to own the prison to the most notorious criminals of the Reach. They say no one escapes. Why? Is it really that secure? Maybe I played my hand too soon by rushing that confrontation with Thoma. There are shadows around every corner in this city, and I know I'm being watched. Okay, we will take that.
This is an old.
You left this over there. You're lucky. Someone else might have kept it for himself. Here you go. You left this over there. You're lucky. Someone else might have kept it for himself. Here you go.
For the age of aggression is just.
So he gave me back the wooden bowl that I'd stolen.
About done. We'll drive out the Stormcloaks and restore what we own with our blood and our steel.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
I'm watching you. Right.
Redguard craftsmanship.
Want a cut of venison or mutton?
Piece.
Well, of course you do.
Find evidence about Thonar, find evidence about Waylin.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear?
Okay.
I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years.
That's very nice.
Just here to work.
Fair enough. The book.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they owned Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim.
Uh-huh.
You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers.
Okay.
I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. Riches are a gate opener around here. Head right in. I have records I need to tend to.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me.
Up your shaft. Hello.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent. That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! What? By the gods, Betrid!
Is
someone...
over here!
Last mistake.
Cleared out, I guess.
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Fine. You want to know what the Forsworn really are?
Yes.
They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control.
You made a deal.
When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house! Get out of my house. Now!
Alrighty. Find evidence about Waylon.
Wait, I know you.
The finest jewelry.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
Oh, good for you.
What can I do for you?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort, the Rift.
Oh, we're really not keeping that secret. Wow, fancy. But not where I really need to be. Aha. Right.
Can I help you? Warrens ain't for you. Trust me. The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right.
What are these?
It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here.
So the poor and
That's
the sick.
right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. I can show you a few things, but anyone asks, and my name never comes up. Understand?
You got it. Nice.
All right then.
And I believe we leveled up. Let's go health. What's that one? Most armor is reduced 50%. That's quite nice. Secret bows now do 3 times damage. It's harder to detect when sneaking. That's kind of nice. Could have at least told me which was Waylon's room. Of course, it's the last one. Wayne, you've been chosen to strike fear in the heart of the Nords. Go to the market tomorrow. You will know what to do. We will take that.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me.
I'm leaving.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Sorry, Mike. Come on, down you go.
I'll rip you in half.
You're who's on me. Whoops. Sorry, Mike.
Bastard.
You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. I would...
Find out about Nepos the Nose. Right. Oops. Archive is very confusing.
Wait, I know you.
Where do I find this nose guy?
Out of my way, kinsman.
This is polite-ish. Sort of politely rude.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes, Nepos.
That's some
You heard him.
interesting eye makeup.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? I'm sorry about my house. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired.
Why?
Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question.
So, why are you telling me?
My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last.
Yeah.
He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick.
And an uprising?
Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving.
We are routed. Full bloom.
Sorry, what was that? You may... Okay, read. I go guilt-ridden in my old age, so many of the young sent to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn, all in the name of Madanach. My king, who watches us from behind iron bars of Sidna Mine, how long have I served you? Since the uprising against the Nords? Was there ever a time when all that violence hasn't overshadowed our destinies? What choice do I have but to do as I'm instructed? Well, you can always just say, you know, no. Oops, I've already read it. I want to take it. And that, and that, and that. And that. Ooh, and that. Now I've got a house to loot. Let's search them. Empty. like. I did not want a plate, no matter how fine it may be. Oh, did I not pick it up? Plate. There, don't want the bone, I want the gold. Gold. That'll work. Come on. Oops. Soul gem. I would definitely have that. Well, gold in here, nothing there. Right, I think that's this place pretty much cleaned out. Don't really want all the food and drink and stuff. There's nothing there, nothing there. Okay. Return to Eltris. Shrine of Talos.
Wait, I know you.
You might. You might not. It's hard to say.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
That seems odd. Silius Versius presents Museum of the Mythic Dawn. History of the cult that toppled the Septim dynasty inside his very own home in the great capital of the Pale, Dawnstar. Okay, so let's go forward.
We warned you, but you just had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. You think you're the only one who knows that? We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanak until you showed up.
Oh dear.
You'll have plenty of time to take it up with the King in Rags while you're serving a life sentence in Sidna Mine.
Probably a mistake, but...
You'll never leave Markarth.
Corrupt guards. Okay. 4 dead guards. Awesome. I wonder if I made the wrong choice there. I should have gone with them and then I could have talked to bugger. I think I got that wrong. I should have gone quietly and I would have been arrested and taken to the mine. Oh well. Such is life.
Halt! You're under arrest for murder and conspiracy against the city of Markarth. You'll never see the sun again. No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one.
He's very brave. He just killed 4 of his mates.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Good. All right. Open her up. Now you, get...
Basically, I've got 1 lockpick.
Down there.
What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. So was I, for the first one. The other murders were all me, though. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanak, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkle the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast. Madanak's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it.
And the guards?
They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any.
And skooma?
Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. Good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here.
Well, charming.
Until next time.
Yeah. I still got magic. I'll have a pickaxe as well, just in case. He looks like a right charmer.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down. I'm a forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silver Bloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here.
How long?
Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now, but something keeps me going. Until next time.
Let's have a quick drink. Oh, look at that. All up my mic multiple times. Shoved it all over the place. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to his forsworn king. And that was kind of why I gave in.
I was sent here because someone said I was a forsworn. Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. That didn't stop them from arresting me. I didn't even know who they said I killed. Couple of years. I wasn't a forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way.
Why not?
All right, then.
And you?
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kind of keeps going like that.
You didn't think about change of career because you don't seem to be very good at it.
First it was 6 months, then a year, then 2 years. Now I'm in for life. Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first.
Duok has a bottle of skooma, finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. Uh-huh.
I'm innocent. The Nords framed me. I was nowhere near that murder
I got
weapon.
locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life.
Everybody's innocent. Till you're guilty. Is this the blue? Yeah.
You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you.
You're a very nice man.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he'll be pissed if he finds out I traded it for a shiv.
Jarl decided Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay?
Okay-ish.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Long enough.
Good chat. Thanks. For a silver mine, it doesn't seem to be much in the way of silver ore.
I was sent here because someone said I was a forsworn.
Oh yeah, ugly.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? Liar. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving.
Okay.
All right, head on in, but don't try anything in there. Madanak is smarter than you think. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging.
Okay.
Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers.
Oh. Right.
Until next time.
All that pouncing around for a shiv was worth it. Hello.
Well, well, look at you. Your kinsmen have turned you into an animal, Nord. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed?
I want out of here.
Your freedom? Yes, but even if you were to escape Sidna Mine, your name would still be stained with all that blood. You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of your kinsman stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you.
I understand.
There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Thonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods.
Ironic.
Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are, the Forsworn, criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
So I can't just pick it. You know, I have my one lockpick. Let's go talk to the guy at the very end. This was
My story, huh? Everyone in Sydna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. I'm not Monadnack. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead.
Well...
All right, then.
Fair enough. This will be where I'll have to make some decision as to what to do.
You're back. Have you done what I asked?
Yes. That sounds so.
Imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family. Each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting.
So, you'll help?
Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Sydna Mine for good. Ah, Bork will muscle one out of you on your way in? Fine. Take this one. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
Yeah. I am an Nord, dude. I should still have the blessings of an Eternal, shouldn't I? Who have I got to kill? Kill Grisvar the Unlucky. That's not you, so you're lucky, dude.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life. What? No. No, don't kill me. Please. Never should have come here.
Well, must have run off.
Yes, I don't really need the shiv. I have fire.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
You dig. I'm leaving.
You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
Let's just... I think that's going to be more effective to both ends. Oh, come on in.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn.
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. Into the tunnel. Let's go.
Okay. Anything I can loot, but I don't think there will be. There's no one else coming.
What was that?
Spider. Looks.
Must have scared him off.
No, it's dead. It's dead, dude.
Madanach, I brought what you asked for.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Fair enough. Weapons. Let's go. Power. Should do it, I think. Actually, let's just check my sword here. Or rather, the mace is charged.
Madanak, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Never should have come here!
Madanak is becoming unruly. You think that 20 years in prison would calm a beast like him down a bit. Maybe I should have let the Jarl execute him after the uprising after all. Still, he's been invaluable in getting rid of several problems over the years. Maybe I'm overacting. No one knows about our little arrangement, not even the Forsworn. Wonder how they would react, knowing their king in rags is one of my most important assets. This little shadow rebellion of his better not start to include me, though. If I find out he's been thinking about double-crossing me, I'll make sure he dies inside Sidna mine like the animal he is. Well, good an arsehole. God damn it. Change armor then. We put on our mask. Do it.
You're gonna pay!
Poor bastard's better off.
this city is basically completely unguarded now. And I've got problem on there. I thought I only had the one. Oh, so close. Oh, come on. And no one will know. Definitely have that. Oh, chest. What time is that? Seems a big chest for 4 gold pieces, but who am I to argue? 4 gold pieces better off than I was. I did get everything from her ash pile. Check there's nothing else around. Hello. I've just dropped you blind. Don't mind me. Such a friendly and welcoming place. Right, I should go back to home and drop a load of this stuff off. Not what I wanted. Map. Run.
I ain't done nothing.
Really? So what have you done?
I am your sword and your shield.
Yeah, you are, and you eat all my sweet rolls. Okay, I think I've got some dragon stuff out there, haven't I? Store that. That helps a lot, getting rid of that. We will sell that. So that we can sell. You eat up. There's another sweet roll there. Okay. Got 4. Not have to go to the Shrine of Azura, do I? Guess I could do that. Oh no, it's at the college. Okay. We should go to the college. Now let's have a quick drink. Oh man. Yeah, thanks, and cheers for stopping by. I am absolutely loving this game. Skyrim VR is completely different to the regular game. So good.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch.
Let's see what we can learn about this guy. talk to the nice grumpy librarian. Hello?
I'm not one for commendations, but I might have lost everything that matters, so thanks.
Okay.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials.
Yeah. So you're
Fight
probably
well.
Who I need to speak to. I need to read a book. Lost Legends of Skyrim. Oh man, this is loads. The history of Skyrim is vast, predating even the most ancient records of man and Mer. Much has been lost, fallen to the ravages of war or the turning of the ages, but nothing is ever truly forgotten. For generations, people of Morthold, Pearl Lady, a ghostly woman who wanders the northern marshes, seeking a lost daughter. Some say she steals children. Sobbing male, sounds like a banshee. A red eagle. For Goldar. Ah. Okay. We tell the story of Falan Red Eagle, an ancient king who rallied his people and drove back the armies of Cyrodiil with a flaming sword. Ooh, flaming sword. Though accounts vary, they too seem to be based on an underlying truth. The Imperial Chronicles of Empress Hestra mention a rebel leader of that era who was eventually cornered and slain in battle at the cost of a full legion of men. But some tales prove far harder to analyse. Among scholars, perhaps the best known is the forbidden legend of the Archmaid Goldar. In the dawning days of the First Era, the story goes, there lived a powerful wizard by the name of Goldar. Wise and just, he was well known in the courts of King Harold and his Jarls of Skyrim, and his aid and counsel were sought by man and Mer alike. And then he was murdered. Some say one of his sons killed him, others that King Harold, jealous of his power, gave the order. But Goldar's 3 sons fled into the night, pursued by a company of Harold's best warriors, and the Lord Gerimund, the king's personal battle mage. A great chase ensued from the wilds of the Reach to the glacial north. One brother is said to have perished in the ruins of Volgunthbar at the foot of Solitude. The others were run to ground soon thereafter, and once it was done, King Harold ordered every record of their murders destroyed, and Goldar's names and deeds were struck from the rolls of history. Even today, few sources remain, and no bard will tell the tale. But perhaps the truth yet remains in some ancient ruin, waiting to be unearthed, for nothing is ever truly forgotten. Okay. Okay, no one saw that. Hey, I'm the Archmage. It's my bloody library. Odd. So there's Solitude and there's the ruins. Closest place to come from would be Northern. There's fast travel there. Nope, the guard's having a mother's meeting.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. The old fort we rifted.
Everyone really wants me to go and investigate the Dawn Guard.
Do you like magic? Valiant says I'm good at learning. I like learning about magic.
I think we will get to these ruins and then save the game. I think then I'll call it quits for tonight. It's been about, must have been about 3 hours now. My eyes are getting a little sore, as they do. We're almost there. Is that it? Yeah, that must be it. Ah, more reading. Oh, good. And the truth from Danis Fallon. How long has it been since I first heard the Goldar legend? 80 years? 100? I can think of nothing else now. My goal is at hand. After years of searching, I finally traced the ivory claw to a collection in Braville. His death was necessary, but I have it. At last I have it. 3 days of non-stop riding, I reached Anvil ahead of my pursuers and took passage on the ice runner bound for Solitude once more. The other passengers are becoming suspicious. Returning from dinner, I caught one brute rooting around in my quarters. They must have found the claw. Had the captain not intervened, I would have flayed him alive. I hope to spend the voyage sequestered in my room, reviewing my notes and preparing spells. But I need to deflect some attention from myself. I'll have to mingle, pretending to be just another petty mage, for now. The brute claims to be an adventurer, off to seek his fortune in the ruins of Skyrim with his companions. Perhaps I can turn this to my advantage, use them as fodder for the traps and droga that within the Jings. I can see the greed in his eyes. Yes, that should work. 3 weeks to Solitude, the captain says. I have to suffer these fools longer than that I'll swing. With the brutish companions in tow, I lead our band across the marshes to Folgalthor, where we made camp for the night. Little has changed since my first expedition 10 years ago, but this time I have the claw, and I will have the amulet. I spent all night preparing a synopsis of my notes in case some fragment of the tale or pieces of ancient lore may be needed to bypass the walls within the tomb. Then I cast all my books and scrolls into the fire and reduced my life's work to ashes. At long last, today is the day of reckoning. If I cannot have the amulet, no one will. Yeah, I think I probably will. Really? You brought brutes looking for riches and they left a greater soldier just lying there. Right. Let's have a quick save. And that's where I'm going to call it quits. Oh man. Oh. Alrighty. Oh yeah, thought about it 3 hours. I got a bit done there. Finished off the Nightingale and Thieves Guild quests. Solved the mystery of the Forsworn. Got thrown in prison. Escaped from prison. Looted and robbed. Productive night. We'll of course be coming back to Skyrim. Oh, my poor mic. It takes so many wallops. Yeah, definitely be back for this, and first thing we'll do next time is this tunnel. Try and get another bit of the Goldar amulet, or however you pronounce it. I don't know. Hopefully a little less reading next time. That would be nice. Right. I am out of here.